Hi, Lordy. Hi. Sorry. And bring that closer. How's it going? I'm good. A bit like flustered. So I was working on the new avatar, and and then I had to switch. So yeah, I'm in that like mid creative mentality. Oh, right, that's right. What the heck? Why do I get email? Did I even log in? Oh, there's a museum. No, today's goal is to help Kazuah in order to help Wanderer. Because I can't do Wanderer's thing. I can't do Wanderer's event until, which is this one, until I do Kazuah's. Kazuah, which is what we're gonna do. And then Sal wants to react to me going through the chasm, so I can't do the chasm. But that's what we're doing. Why? Oh, is it still like locking you up, or you have been having a hard time? You have to wait. What? They don't like give it to you the next day? Yeah, like here in the US it's like Tuesdays. I would think it would be Wednesdays when it updates. Unless they're jerks about it and be like, oh, it's on Thursday. Oh yes, it's a big update. Yeah. And then that's like one of the things, one of my complaints about like people who are Genshin Third, about how the designs are like so like simple compared to the like initial the decorated ones. And I'm like, you do realize this is a big game, and in order to play this game kind of semi-flawlessly, you have to like they have to reduce the character sizes. What do I do here? That's cool and all. Yeah, like it has a like it's really impressive for what it is, which again, like I'll always mention to me, it's like it's a mobile game. Like, that's true, it is a mobile game.
It's been a while since we first
They can't really be making a lot of characters like super elaborate.
So many things have happened since then.
As if in a blink of an eye, there have been many more memorial events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey.
Oh, it's not an auto? No, it's
So,
not an auto.
where should we go today?
At least there's gonna be several more good characters. Wait a minute. Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
Oh, we have to fight. Alright, whoa. Be careful. It's a little fun.
Hey, what the heck was that for?
I know, we were just over here chilling and then you
Doesn't wanna
decided...
talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Oh, there's more of them?
Swift and merciful, submit for judgment. Forth my blade.
How many of them are there? I'm pretty sure it's just a survive kind of ordeal.
And shroud. One thing after another.
One thing after. You're not the right guy. You're also not the right guy. This is the guy.
Keep up. A touch of frost from whence you came.
Everybody stand back! Prepare to be blown away!
To the very... Forth my blade.
Windblade!
Ah!
I hear everything.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Ooh.
At the very least, you should
They
make
respond
sure you got
somewhere?
the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Yeah,
Have you ever
what
met
she
someone
said.
by the name of Kazuah?
Never met the man before.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animal vision.
I didn't know I even carried the same sword. This is like one that comes from like Mondstadt. I haven't changed it since then. She is adorable. Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business.
Well, apparently it is if you're looking for him and you're confusing him with me.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Okay, good.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one
Agree.
thing's for sure, no way are we telling him anything about Kazuah.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Very smart. For once, no.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuah to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuah right away and tell him to watch his back.
I think I'm the... Yeah, it's very rare to see, like, actual, a Genshin players that play the game be the Traveler. Or that stream play that be the Traveler. But I'm like, nah, it's their story. I gotta play with them. And I'm gonna level them up as much as I can.
Oh?
And then,
What kind
I
of
guess the
punch?
Anima one is like the most hated one. Or Leak. Second most hated one. And I'm like, no, it's the best one. For me, it's the best one. I get to do multiple damages. But yeah, no. Everybody likes the Dendro or I think Electro more. And I think everybody currently dislikes the Hydro. But I'm like, Hydro's okay. I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuah.
A special connection? You mean beyond already?
I mean, you don't
knowing
have
each
to
other?
play them. Like I said, I'm very used to the gameplay of like, you play the main character, you know? So I don't really switch them out. Like, if I have a character, even if he sucks, I will still be... Oh, I should probably close that. Sorry, Ace. You will not be accepted into my world. You're gonna have to wait. Like, I play as that character. Even if they suck, they might not be like... They'll be in the team. They might not be the one that I'll, like, use the mainly, but they will be in the team. I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar.
Yeah, maybe a
I know.
little.
Have to reject them, be like, sorry,
Again,
I'm
most
in the middle
people
of
look
something, a
pretty much the
cutscene.
same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger.
I don't even know where he is.
Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Oh, Rito. I guess we're going to Rito. Oh, that place. Let me get some heal. Oh, right, I have to change it. Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be 2 hours. That's why I'm like, I gotta start this now. Like yesterday's was 2 hours. So I'm assuming this one's gonna also be 2 hours. I mean, outside of getting healed, I was gonna do something. All right, I was gonna close my world thingy. Whee. Oh, Sal is not gonna join me today. Hi, Portal. No, she's working. So, like, yeah, she won't be joining me. We'll be streaming tonight. And tonight we should be able to, we'll probably do some Fontaine one. If not, we'll start the Chasm again. Whatever, comes. But, yeah. Oh, you love the new update? Yeah, I like some of the modifications that they did.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuah is?
You're looking for Kazuah too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Who?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Oh, man.
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see
That's
her
kind of
getting this
weird.
kind of attention.
Oh, well, yours is kind of
Kazuha
big,
keeps
so
to
that's
himself
why
most
you
of
have
the
to wait a
time.
little bit
In fact,
longer.
there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
I'm sorry, Lordy. I wish I could help you, but
Is
like,
it really as big a deal as everyone's
it's
making
gonna
it
be
out to
tough.
be?
You could compare it to the technique but Beto used to strike down Ashan.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved.
You could
He was called
actually.
away
How
earlier
long
by some
is
people
the
from
thing
Tenryou
for?
Commission.
Hold on,
They
we'll
said
check
they
it out
had
because like
something important to discuss with
they
him.
might be doing the
I
whole
thought they'd come to arrest him at
2
first.
weeks
Turns out
instead
they
of the
couldn't have been
16
friendlier to
instead
him.
of
Seems like they really
20?
respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Shogun probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden Shogun mindset has changed.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
Uh-oh.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Hold on, let's see how long this one is. No, it's the same amount. It's the same length. 20 days. You have 20 days. Well, 21. Yeah, 20. No, 20 days. Yeah, 21 days. Oh, she probably won't rerun for like probably like a month or so. I know, collecting them, the poor collecting them, poor man's way, which I am also in that group. Okay, we gotta go to Tenryou Commission. This is around here. Mm-hmm. No, I try to save them because you have a much higher chance of getting at least a 4-star if you do the 10. Rather than like doing them like separately. But then at the same time, you build up that pity. You build up that pity fast. Yeah. I like getting just the 10 pulls. I don't like doing the single pull ones. I don't feel satisfied enough.
Oh? It's you.
Aw.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Oh,
We
gladly.
invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard a thing or two.
In short,
I don't wanna hear
there
it,
was
but
once
again.
a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class.
Ooh.
But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great
I can't
turmoil.
drink without my thing
We
going
later
on.
learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more
I
made
don't
an
see, man.
outstanding
Also, I'm
contribution to
drinking
Inazuma,
coffee.
the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his
And
achievements,
it doesn't
but
capture
also receive recompense
drinking
for the
stuff very
excessive
well.
punishment borne
So then
by
what
his
ends up
clan in the
happening is
past.
because I'm looking
In
down,
the interest of preventing further
g-
harassment of the bladesmith clans
it
by
thinks
the
that I'm
Fatui,
mad, so then it
we
kind of
chose
looks
not
like
to
I'm
publicly
upset. So
release
then
the
I look like
findings of
up
our
and I'm upset
investigations into these
when I
matters.
drink.
We trust you can understand
Oh.
why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct
Oh,
to
no, I don't
assume
have
that
water.
this
Oh, yes, I do. Never mind.
magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice.
Now,
With the
pain
Kaidahara
relay
clan's
is like,
reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will
I
finally
know.
come to an end. You will be able to
Sometimes
lead
it
a
does.
safe
It reads
and
good,
prosperous
well,
life
better
in
with
Inazuma
water
City,
bottles,
with the
but like when
Almighty
it comes to
Shogun's
cups, it does
blessing and
not.
full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
Do you?
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
I don't think I've ever tasted creme brulee. No, I think I did. I didn't really like it that much. Or it could, you know how sometimes they make, depending on where you go, it's like really good. Something's really good or really bad. I might have
Well,
gotten
to
like
some,
the
the
mediocre
Musa no
one.
Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
Just make sure it's not yellow.
Also, eyewitnesses saw
Or
him
red.
using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
Oh, does he have like two of
This
them or
is
just,
just
one?
one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support
Oh,
me,
who was it that said don't
this
need?
situation
No, I
will
forgot who
blow
it
over
was.
more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought.
No, who? No,
It
don't
stands
call
to
me
benefit
mommy.
all of
No,
us.
thank you. But good. But hi, Taco.
Please
Thanks
allow
for
me some
coming.
time to consider.
Unless you need
In
your
fact,
mom
let
and
us
you're
put
just
this
trying to call
discussion
out
on
for
hold
her.
For the moment. Well then,
Yeah, no,
What
I
brings
know
the
he
two of
wielded
you
two
here?
of them, but like he's not wielding both of them at the same time. Like it was just that one time. That was just his friend being like, "I support you."
why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Do you have any siblings? Could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of
I don't think he has a
combat
sibling,
forms.
and if he did have a
Those
sibling,
forms
it
are
would
quite
be
different from the more practical ones.
he would have had at
typically
least a
used
place
by
to go to,
samurai
but he doesn't have a
in
place to go
battle.
to.
So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was
A lot of these
coincidence
characters look
alone.
really young, and they're like in
All the
their
more
like
reason to
they're
watch
older
your
than what
back.
they are supposed to
This
be.
guy was a serious nut.
But let's be serious here.
Indeed.
A lot of Asian
He sounds
people
highly
like
aggressive.
have
Anyone he
depending
targets
on
is
where
at
they're
risk of
from
serious
and how well
injury.
they take care of their skin
Or
look
worse.
like way younger
In
than they
that
need to
case,
be.
I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you.
You could spoil it for me. I'm not
I
Thou.
am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what we're using.
Deep wind smell. I don't know what the wind smells like. Smells like nothing unless like there's some unless it's surrounded by some kind of like scent something. Otherwise, wind doesn't really smell like anything. But if you ask me about how the sun smells, it smells like wet dog trying to dry up, and I don't like the smell of the sun. Okay, so I did have to talk to you. I didn't have to like.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuah, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest
kind
with
of-
you, our detective agency has recently been receiving
No?
many inquiries from
Why
people
would we
wishing
go
to obtain
here?
Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
But, well,
Some of them were
I guess
offering
it-
us
it
millions
would
of
be more
more
for the
just to
info.
gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora?
he was sneaking in some stuff.
Oh, wait. Even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
But we do make our money for it.
Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr.
Alright, we're
But
gonna
I
skip this because it just
then let's
seems kind of
put
redundant. Like, what are we
It's true
looking
that
for?
if anyone
Nothing.
had been
Uh-oh. Looks like the
I still find few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? It was not easy.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me.
That's one way
In
of saying
fact,
it, right?
I'm quite relieved that you were the one
Take a
he
great
targeted.
shower.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out
How
to be,
is the
Mr.
main character on
Kaidehara.
the game?
Surely
Which
this
game?
same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
He's very,
You
they're
are
very
much too humble.
dull.
Don't worry, I
I
completely
think a little too
understand
dull
your
for me, but
concerns.
like whatever.
I will try my best to gather
Yeah,
whatever leads I can.
I get what they're trying to do with it, with them.
Actually,
Excuse me.
there was one strange incident over the last few days.
I just like I
It
would
doesn't
prefer them to have
involve
more
an attack,
character
though. Let me tell you about it just in
and
case.
actually like
Sure. During times like this,
not
the more
rely on
information we
Paimon to
have,
like
the
talk
better.
to them.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
Okay.
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Numa Numa.
Now there's a
Numa
familiar
Numa, yay.
name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown
That would
men
be
going
so hard
missing
for
at
me
the
to
same
say.
time.
I'm a Noma. I'm a Noma. I'm a no.
Their cases are likely connected, but I
Noma?
don't know much
I'm a
in the way
Nona?
of details.
I forgot what it
I
was.
recall this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Oh, I could do that? I didn't know I could do that. I thought I did. Oh no, wait, I could have done the. Oh my gosh, I was thinking of the other one. Unknown god, maybe. I don't know. Like this game is trying to throw us all for loops, but like I don't think it. I think it forgot its main purpose. Yeah, no. If we're talking about like the main, the travelers for the main character, and then being quiet, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Like they're too. That's weird. Okay, so they're too willing to help out people, and which you know is for the game purpose. I don't really think anybody would be this willing to be like, yeah, sure, I'll take on a simple job, especially if they're trying to find their sibling. They get too involved in this thing. Yeah, I think so. They have to make them pretty plain in order to be able to fit that. Like, oh yeah, I'm willing to like be in anything, get that job done. Let's consider this a favor for Ryuji. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time. I guess we'll do that.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Okay, so it is an
Sounds good.
Amenoma.
All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Through the mist. Oh, thing. Why is black and so far away? Oh yeah, it's this guy.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Oh, so no. So they
You two know each other?
it was even in the beginning of the thing. Like they're using an alias
the
name.
Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were
So
both
our
members of the
username is
Raiden
their
Gokai.
alias name. So that's the name that they
Historically,
give
there
out and
have
be
always been
like, this
deep
is how I'm
links
presenting
between the two
myself to
clans.
you.
After I
Because they don't
returned
want to use
Inazuma,
their real
I
name.
visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Raiden Gokaden.
Ah, let me quickly explain.
That one was
The
explained pretty
Raiden Gokaden was
early.
the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan.
Who
has
knows?
kept
Maybe the
its
reason
own
why
alive.
our sibling was like
So
part of the whole thing is because he actually gave his real name. Hi,
It
Shadow.
is a great pity
It's
indeed.
been a while.
In the old days, we each had our specialties. And just as iron
All right, well, thank you for
sharpens
coming,
iron,
Lordy.
so
I'll
too
see you
did we
later.
learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma
Bye.
art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water, as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's
Bye,
called
thank you so much.
the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
I haven't seen
You are, without a doubt, the
Kaitsu.
most
I haven't seen it.
worthy
I've heard
wielder
good
of
things
an
about it. I
Ishin
might try
blade.
it out eventually, but
It gladdens
not right
my
now.
heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and
But
virtues
you like it? Are you
are
enjoying
alive
it?
and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far.
Nothing.
He didn't say a word before he left,
Nothing.
which is very unlike him.
Oh,
I'm
well, do
still
you enjoy
completely
it?
at a loss
You were like,
on what to make of it.
is it one of the
But
best
I've done what I
ones?
can so
for you?
far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
Wait for
We
it.
heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse.
A
And neither of them
fire?
came back. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Someone's having fun with those
Do you
hearts.
have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly...
Okay, we're gonna
Truth be
kind of.
told, based on the evidence.
What? He is humble. Yes, but I also cannot... Anyway,
Don't worry.
Taking too long. We're
You
talking
have our
about too
word.
many things that is not of
From the
importance.
sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagito family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
To the Nagato household. Wherever that may be. I'm gonna get there through teleportation. Oh dang, that thing's far. Let's go through here. Isn't that the place we escaped to? Hello.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we
Whoa,
may.
my gosh, I can't say hi. I can't even say hi,
I
Jay.
see. I thought the debt
Coleman?
collectors had come to visit again.
How's it going?
I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information.
We
at the
just
moment.
started this
We're
research.
still trying to find out
research.
as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
Apparently, based off of what she explained, she has
I'm
nothing.
struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things.
Oh,
He'd
that's
always
not
get
good.
so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Oh no, he spent too much money on those
What
Lego sets.
happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
He was trying
Our
to
expenses
build a
really
Lego
spiraled
kingdom.
out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house.
Oh no.
He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them.
I am playing
there
on
staring at them
PC, but I'm using
He was in a
controller.
trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing
I
to
am
support
using a
him.
console controller.
But making ends
Like-
meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him
Yeah, no, I
an
see why
ultimatum.
people would get confused.
I said,
I just feel much more
if he
comfortable with the
refused to sell his collectibles and pay
controller.
off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink.
All those Lego
After I
sets.
said those words,
You could have
he
sold them.
froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries. Yeah.
Had I not
What they
indulged
said.
his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he
Are
was
you?
simply angry
Sometimes
with
they
me.
like. They
The
just
next
say
thing I
that they're
heard was
that
that
no
our
one's
warehouse had
watching,
caught
but
fire,
they like people
and
watch
both
on the
he and
side,
the buyer
and so
had
it doesn't
gone
really
missing.
count. But I'm not
I
100% sure.
I
But thank you for
understand.
like.
Amin
chatting with
Oyuya
me.
came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato.
It does show that it is
During
building
the
you though.
sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down.
Oh
Perhaps
no.
he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts.
He didn't pay for insurance.
Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that
Are we
Mr.
talking about
Nagato
those
had
little
his whole
ones that
life,
like you can create your
is quite
characters,
unusual for this
the little
habit to
chibi characters, and then
change
you can
so
like use them to
drastically over a
draw,
short
not to draw, but
period?
to like
The
animate them.
information we gathered from the
Yes,
other
I know
side
about
suggests
Gacha Life,
Amin
but if you're talking
Oyuya
about
is
over
also
in
a mild-mannered
in general
man who
a
would not
Gacha
be
Life,
likely to start
like
an argument.
you play Gacha games like
This
Genshin,
situation
but like a
is
less
getting a little confusing.
friendly,
little
or not less
confusing.
friendly, but less
More
like play
completely mystifying.
story. Yeah, no,
Let's try a change
I also
of
know about
scenery
that kind
and
of
see if we
Gacha
can piece
Life.
together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Is that how many you have that you've made?
Based on the information we've gathered
211?
so far,
Or is that
I
me?
can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely
Oh,
played a part in how
yeah.
the situation unfolded.
Sometimes you make a lot more
Though its
videos than you have
exact
people
role is a
viewing.
mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Hi, Derek. How's it going?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
They must have had an argument during the sale. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We are still missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict.
I like
Mr.
we
Nagato,
entered
being
this
heavily
trying
in
to solve
debt,
our own
is
Kazua's
also the
problem,
only
and then
one
we
of them
are
with the
now like
potential
resolving
motive to
everybody else's,
disappear after
someone
the
else's.
fire. The
Oh,
more
you're
I
playing
ponder it,
Overwatch. That's
the more
good.
puzzling it becomes.
I can't
Just
play Overwatch.
what could
I'm
have happened
terrible at
there?
first-person shooter games. This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner
My
of the
favorite
blade
color is
testing
pink.
techniques of Amenoma art,
And it's like
not
light
those
pink.
of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
The pink that I'm wearing my shirt
We thought
of
we
the
could
color of
get
my
two
shirt
birds with one stone
is that
here,
pink,
but
and then I
this
do like
way,
blue,
starting to look like
I
a
like
wild goose
forest green.
chase.
I have like a lot of colors I like.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Are we assuming that
Let's
these guys
head
are
out of the city
gone?
and
Like
check out the warehouse.
they have been
There's still a
deceased?
chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Do we share at least the pink color? $19. Oh no. Where is it? I knew it was gonna be far.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
He doesn't smell things, he
This
hears
must be
them.
another one of those sounds
Yeah,
that
Adam
only
McRae.
you
How's
can
it
hear.
Genshin?
As
It's
sketchy as
Genshining.
that whole thing seems, you
We
just
gotta
wanted
do this in
take
order
use
to get
when we were
Wanderer.
chasing down that
We're
vision
just,
thief
you
at
know,
Rato's
trying to get there.
tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
I guess he can smell the wind.
But there's nothing here.
Unfortunately,
It's
I
gone now,
don't. I don't
But I can still sense the
speak
direction
Arabic.
it left in.
It would
felt
be a
very
language that I
much
would like to
that
learn, but,
ancient
you know.
presence in Inazuma. The
I
remnants
have
of the
Wanderer.
Tatarigami.
I don't need him anymore. I don't really use him either, though. That's one thing I didn't expect to encounter here.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our
I
investigation.
see why this would take 2 hours.
should
They
remain
talk too
vigilant.
much.
And-
Yeah.
So it's an
Oh,
underground
that's good.
warehouse.
I speak Spanish
The
too.
force is definitely coming from down
Are you
below.
from the U.S.?
The
Or are you
source of
from
the Tatarigami energy has long
overseas?
since left this
Shadow.
place. But the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be
Oh,
that
no,
he
no,
was
yeah,
already
yeah,
under
sorry.
the
So in order
influence
to
of
get
Tatarigami energy at that time.
Wanderer's quest, I have to do this guy's quest. I might have to do another one after this, but like for sure I have to do this guy's quest. I don't know why, but I have to do his quest. So
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth.
I mean, we could use
You
a stick.
needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
It's true. Is it gonna explode? Is it just gonna open and just be like, oh,
Everything's buried in debris.
oh?
I can't see anything.
Well, we're gonna have to
It
start
looks like the
digging.
fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That was too scary. Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman
Oh,
was
we
about
were
to
scared
jump
because we
out
thought
at
we
us.
were gonna see a
All we
ghost.
can
Paimon,
do
you've
now
seen
is
worse.
keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami.
Okay, you know what? They talk too much. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to
Yes,
be skipping a
let's
lot.
go. Quiet your mind.
I'm here for a reason. Not. I mean, I'm here to finish this thing, not to like spend so much time. Oh. Oh. I guess we just go and. Hello. Oh.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
But do we? Oh, we have to beat them. Never mind. I was like, but do we have to fight them? I mean, you're human, right? I like, what does your ethnicity have to do with me hating you? And I'm pretty sure you're pretty young, so like, what does that have to do with anything?
Let's light it up!
Wait a minute. They're not. Okay, yeah, they're not stopping anything.
Be gone! Let's light it up!
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff!
Look, Paimon, I'm just burning. It's okay.
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
So we are assuming that these two people are gone, deceased. I'm Nagito. I was wounded by Aminemo, Aminoma Yua. He took my most precious blade. I chased him. I could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal the blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. It hurts. It hurts. But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do is distract from the pain. All I can do to distract from the pain is to write what will happen to my family members. I'm sorry to them. Yep, so he's gone. Sorry. All right. Well, he's probably not gone, but something happened to him for sure.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Aminoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato.
What?
Yuya
I wouldn't even know how to pronounce
that.
that.
The warehouse and wounded Mr.
I'm sorry,
Nagato in the fight.
Shadow.
Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here.
Okay, we got it.
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
Kind of figured.
Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
Oh, let's ask the Tenryo Commission to do a thorough search later. There are more important things right now. I don't trust the Tenryo Commission, but yeah.
Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths.
Oh,
If Aminoma Yuya is
I wouldn't know how to
attacking
say
other
it
people
regardless.
indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right. So let's
Well,
get
you
moving.
can watch it and watch what we're doing, and then you could decide for yourself if you want to play this game or not. But yeah, it's a fun game if you want story. Though I do complain a lot because they do tend to talk a bit too much. How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he too fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner
But
of the martial
otherwise, you could
arts,
probably
the
watch
easiest
game
desire to inflame would be
player
their
people
pursuit
play
of
it
further power and skill.
and be entertained with
All the
it
clues
regardless.
That at first seemed disparate and disconnected.
It is a game that you can probably watch people play
seems
it though.
that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases
Make sure
are
you have enough
connected
memory.
after
That's
all?
the only thing I
I believe
say.
so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant.
We're going to the sea. Oh, I see. Okay, through the mist and veil. Woo. Go. There's a thing here. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to... Where is it? Is it underneath or is it on top? Oh. I don't just play Genshin, but Genshin is the only thing that I can kind of play without my friend Sal. So I guess to a certain degree, you're right. Okay, what next? I'm here, but what is it? And even then, I can't really play. Even then, I can't really play certain types of Genshin. Oh, man, oh well. Yeah, you can play on it on your PlayStation. Yes. Where is it? Where is this thing? Where? Okay, I see it go up, but like, what else is there? Like, okay, and then what? Now what? What now? Oh, it's underneath. I could have just swam there. Oh no, I can't actually. No. Is that what I was doing? Oh. Never mind. Maybe if it goes down a little more, I can do it. I don't know. All right. What? Oh, whoops. I have siblings, but I play with my friend. Or I stream with my friend. Ah, did it. Great. I don't need this anymore. I have gathered more sacrifices.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
That's my favorite application of
Why here? Is
montage.
there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I
Monte?
sense that the aura may have lingered here at
I'm
several
not
different
sure.
points in time.
Really.
Show yourself. It's no use hiding anymore.
Hey, it's this dude.
Kaidehara Kazuah. It's you, at last.
It is.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuah?
Yeah, what did he
Indeed,
do to
there
you?
should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Meyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Meyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
The blade is the thing that's been possessing this guy.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
We get this
Whoa,
one for free?
Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Okay, so you meant that as a montage.
Tatarigami
Okay, I thought it was
energy
like
often
my...
lodges
I
itself
was right
within
in saying
physical
montage.
objects, then works to
know.
subtly
I
affect
don't really use
any
it. I only
living
edit.
organisms in
Well,
its
how would
vicinity.
I don't do
The
montages.
blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many
Everybody has
years,
their own way. If I was to do,
affecting his state of mind.
yeah, I don't do montages.
And more
I
recently,
only do
using the
highlights,
sale
which I guess
as a
it could be a
means to
montage,
affect-
but it couldn't it?
or rather, as a means to occupy Ame no Meyuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams.
Oh no, the sword became
As a
sentient,
descendant
had
of the
feelings,
Kaidehara
and had to
clan,
seek revenge on
You
the
should be able to guess our greatest regret.
whatever
I
clan it
presume it has
is
something to do with the
that we're
Raiden
fighting
Gokaden.
Kazua's family.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft.
Yeah.
There was nothing that he could not accomplish.
How dare
All
they
he
belittle
needed was
him?
more time and a little faith.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
Sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill. It culminated in his creation of me.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
not only bestowed
hatred.
upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own.
Yeah. He pulls his soul into
In her
it.
conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
Yeah. How dare she?
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
I'm gonna tell
The
you this
people
time
of
on.
the
This is
time in
nothing
which
new
I
in
was
this
born never
world.
believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
That's quite a
So
grudge.
Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
How are you gonna arrest
My
this sword?
hosts, who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line.
I had to put it in behind a
All I
glass
needed them
and like
for
put
was to take me back to
a lot of
Inazuma.
talismans on it to make sure that it's always imprisoned.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Whoa.
Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
Oh, I guess we're fighting.
Submit to me!
knows me.
He shall rewrite history!
One with nature.
Wait, do you actually use, or is it just me utilizing his attack on himself? Ah. Probably should not be standing in the water.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. That hurts.
Yeah, we should probably not stand right here.
Time to go. One with nature. The wind knows.
Oh, okay. We are like utilize his attack.
He shall rewrite history!
One with nature.
I thought he would be stronger. I guess he's not as strong as like they make him seem.
Join me and sever that divine life!
You. Oh, he's doing like the same attack that I'm doing.
Into the wind.
It's cute.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Submit to me!
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
One.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here,
You know, I know
the
this
one
other
who
guy
falls
that's
will
like
not be
kind of
me,
war
but this
crazy and
man.
ended up like ending his whole family
He's
because
but
he
a
was war
puppet
crazy.
that can be
You could probably
replaced.
possess his body. He'd
I
probably
can
have a better
take
chance
new
with that.
vessel at will.
Then we'll smash you into pieces.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger.
Cool.
And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
It has
Your
3
fighting
eyes.
style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
I mean, I just told you there was a guy I could recommend you
On his
to.
deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface.
Yeah.
In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past.
Oh.
I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped.
No.
After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, he was a
that's
collection, right?
Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
Why would I want this sword if that's the
What
case?
of it?
I'm maybe gonna have this sword. I heard
Well,
we get sword
that
after
brings
this.
me to my second point. There's a despair
I-
in you that is so strong. it
I
threatens to
enjoy Harry
overwhelm
Potter,
you.
but I'm not a lover
You
of
were
Harry Potter.
determined to fulfill your maker's ambition,
But I
whatever the
know
cost.
of
But this
I
ambition
know
is too
of
grand
all the Harry
and
Potter.
too heavy for you to bear.
Uh,
Each step you have taken
I have a niece that's
has
like
come at a great
kind of. Well, no, she
cost.
was obsessed with Harry
I
Potter.
think you realized your limitations long ago.
It's not as big
The
anymore.
more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward,
Okay,
but the
you're
way
just
I
talking
see
about
it,
like
You know about any of this?
you returned to even if you were to
something
sever
that we
divine
talk
light.
about a lot.
Sure,
Wait a
you
minute.
inherited. How could you?
Silence! I will concede.
And you should.
Easy
And
for
you're
you
gonna want me to
I
try to
have
feel
no
pity
need
for
of
the
anything
sword.
that would stand in my way.
How stubborn! I do not believe.
What?
We're just
Very
talking
well.
about a
Once we have
sword.
dealt-
And as for your end of the bar,
I accept.
Do this, Kazuah!
This is a risky strategy. You're dealing with a cursed blade that can consent. Nah, it's
this
risky.
is the only way to save Aminome Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid. The power of the Tatari gun. Even if things, we have
You're
a
gonna
chance
be
here
fine.
to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
All right. It's not like I can stop you. Well, it's true. I will do all right.
Your disdain for me betrays your woke now.
Listening to that music is trying to make me say it, but it's not gonna work because it's just a blade. My name's JD.
Kazuah?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
If something feels off, let me know immediately.
I will.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuah?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power.
I think he's
If
fine.
he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, It's been held by Ronin ever since.
That should fit the bill.
All right. Please lead the way.
What about Amanoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
We should abandon him and
Blade
let him wake
says
up here.
He'll let Amanoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
I can play Minecraft. I'll try to schedule a Minecraft
It's a pretty treacherous journey.
stream after next year. Because
Okay, fine.
the rest of this year is going to be kind of
careful.
difficult to do. Let's go fight some bad guys. I do Roblox on Saturdays, but not this Saturday because it's, you know, okay, where the heck where do I go? Oh, there it is. Not this Saturday because I have to prepare for Christmas Eve. Oh, whoops, wrong place. Wrong. But yeah, I'll probably start doing some more gameplays of other stuff. I just never know what to do in Minecraft. Like, outside of the creative mode, which I don't like doing the... Sorry. I'm fine with doing creative mode, but I don't really... I find creative mode to be kind of a little bit boring. I like to actually create while playing in hardcore mode. But like for some reason on the computer I get motion sickness, but I could play it on my Switch. Just can't play it on the computer. So we'll see what happens. And I won't be doing Yandere Simulator. Oh, right there, okay. Okay, so I have to actually touch it.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Well, I have no choice. You're literally the only one.
The wind knows me.
And you're kind of in the slow.
One with nature. Finally, to the ferry. Finally,
Okay, you guys like that. They literally did make you guys weaker.
The wind knows me. Like a blade. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Okay, so he doesn't do down thing.
One with nature.
Oh no, I have one more pita pocket. Oh, you're done. I'm not down.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm.
Well, I would
Let's
expect
keep
it
going.
to. Oh, good. They heal me like once this is done.
Let's get down to business. Into the wind. There's four more.
Okay, so that is actually what they do. A little fireworks.
It's fine. To the ferry.
What?
My lucky day. Going somewhere. More. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my night. Into the wind.
Okay, I'll admit, Kazuah is kind of fun to play.
Something's up with the blade.
What's going on? It's grown dimmer.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back here and see if there's any chests back here. Sometimes they hide them. Okay, I guess not. I guess not. He's fine. Oh, we're talking about the sword. The sword is not okay. The sword is kind of bleh. Mine is... I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I did do a stream last Saturday. Or, yeah, a few days ago. So if you just kind of... You could probably see it. If you go to check that one out. It has the Roblox little logo thing on there.
Time to go.
I played with Lordy and I played with Shalix.
Fall before me.
Ooh.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come. One with nature.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
Looks like this was bad
Grown
sword
a bit
speaking.
dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
The wear and tear is severe. It really looks like it's about to break.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered
I
and
like how it
broken.
has battle scars.
It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen to you? Though the truth is right there. Well,
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Here they are! Take them down!
they birthed them.
Where do they keep coming from?
You shouldn't fight with this blade anymore.
Yup. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
I mean,
Let's get down to business. Into the wind.
This will do!
The wind knows me.
why I can't get enough of the animal boys. They're actually pretty fun to play.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together,
Ugh.
you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin
I don't understand
harmony
what
with
this
you,
thing has to
Perhaps
do
there would
with
still be a ray of hope for me.
Wanderer, but I guess
But
if
in
we
this
have
too,
to get
you
through
have
this,
failed.
you know,
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
yeah, like
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power, skill, blade, determination.
now you're just showing off. Come
And there
on.
is something else I'm Tatarigami. Though
Honestly,
you
let's just
tried
keep
to
going.
I resisted it. I feel a great the moment you
Give me my
embarked, you
sword.
have known this.
I know it's gonna be mine.
How could I said to...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuah?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
That's cute. Anyways, where's my... He's so upset.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension.
Oh, there's a chest right
It
there.
was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight.
Oh.
His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory.
Yeah, I play Roblox.
Indeed. While in
I play
exile
Roblox
in
mainly with my
Snezhnaya,
nieces, but I know that a lot of you
Bladesmith
guys,
eventually
of my
learned the
followers,
truth
are like
behind everything
of a
that had
certain
happened.
age. So I
The
play
Ishin
with
art
you
had been dealt
guys
a
as well.
devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the
But
rest
only
of
some
his
days.
life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth.
Oh,
So he
don't tell me your
instructed his
age, please.
sentient blade to
Just, you
find a
know,
way
I'm
back
pretty
to
sure I know
Inazuma,
how
no
old you
matter
are
how
based on
long
how
or
you
how
talk
hard the
to
journey.
me. So
But he
I can tell
never
you,
wished
like,
to rival
yeah.
the gods.
it's fine to tell
All
me
he
you're
wanted
under
to show was that
18
they once shone
or over
brilliantly
18,
as
but please do
blade
not tell
and
me your
smith,
name. I mean your age.
that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But
I
after
do
that,
play
the
Genshin.
blacksmith's intentions were
Nine,
warped,
Nini or
and the
Nine?
Tatarigami
Sorry, I'm not sure.
slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami.
Nini? Okay.
The hatred within that power is what sent the
Thank
blade
you.
down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost...
Alright, cool.
Yes, time would not... He
I
seems
kind
to
of
have
lost
calmed-
what you were talking about. All I know is that I'm supposed to have sympathy for a sword. But first I'm gonna open this chest, and it's an exquisite one. Alright, I don't think there's any others. Unless there is, and I'm just fooling myself, you know? Lost some treasure. Alright, what's up?
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my...
Yeah, we don't care about your... We just kind of more or less
Finally
know.
seeing
Since we agreed to the terms of the
Ooh,
bet,
that's good. We
I will
both
honor
play
the agreement
Genshin. We are
and release
Genshin
Amino
players.
Mayui, but I still can... So...
Hey!
It has
What
to be
level
done
are
in this
you?
order, at least
And
hear
how
what I
many...
have
I'm
to
just
say.
kidding. I'm not gonna
And
doubt
if you
you.
don't agree, I
Your
will still
skills.
release my physical.
His attitude
Who is your
has grown
top
a lot
5 favorite
milder.
characters of
What do
Genshin?
you think, Kazuah?
Of the Genshin game?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all.
Ooh,
When I was
that's
first
fine.
forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told, alas,
Okay, we get it. He's
"Nor
sick.
have
We
I
got
my
it.
Fights were to you.
Oh,
I will release. You must have plenty of reason.
understood.
Top 1, Wander.
I see.
2, Zhongli. Yeah.
He used my I
There's a
utterly
good one.
despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some
Hayato.
remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for
I
your
mean, she
innocence to the
can. You're not.
Commission.
You're not.
Thanks for your
You're
help.
saying.
Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Oh yeah. Are like these your favorite characters to fight with, or are these like your favorite character, like just in general? Like, yeah, I ride or die for these characters, no matter what. And with that, we leave. In general, okay. Yeah, those are good characters. Half an hour left, and then we should be done with this whole quest. Ooh, there's the Sealy, but I don't trust that Sealy. Sealies are endangered human beings.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
Ooh, nice. I think it probably sucked having to wait to get into Inazuma, though. That was much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still,
Inazuma was not that
Blade
fun.
has the point of redemption. It's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay. All right then.
Oh, we're gonna
Successor
purify him
of
or what?
Ishin art.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Oh, we're fighting again. Sorry, hold on.
One with nature.
I'm not making him look any cool.
Into the wind. That hurt. The wind knows.
I bet it did. Do that crowd, we could have caught it.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Oh, hold on. Oh, give me a second. I'm trying to survive here.
Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Should know.
Time to go.
Windblade!
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance.
You think
His
I am
sense of
243
savage cruelty
years
has
old?
completely
Then you would be
faded away.
correct. I am like
But that
very
same
old. I'm
sense of
ancient.
determination
I have
remains
seen
strong.
You also
the
fought well.
dinosaurs as they
he
extincted, as
relished
they
the
vanished upon
experience.
land.
There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see
Oh
my
my gosh!
transgressions as mine alone,
He's literally
and not let them
controlling his
stain the
body.
I strayed far from the straight and
Oh, that's
narrow
so weird.
path, but
All
the
right, well,
Ishin art
that just
still
happened.
has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuah. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
Are we talking about the dinosaur
This blade
stuff?
has also told me that he has another wish.
Oh, wow.
He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
Let's go.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Oh, there's the smithy. It's a story quest. It's like supposed to be a character quest. Hold on. Why is it take so long? Yeah, it's a story quest. It's supposed to be part of like this other thing. I don't even know why, to be honest. To be honest, I also don't know. Yeah, but I just want to unlock it. Can I unlock it? Sure. Don't tell me your ages, people. Okay, good. You're not 14. I guess.
Oh, it's Yuya! You have returned!
Because if you
I'm
tell me
sorry
your
to have
ages, then
troubled
it's gonna be stuck on the
It's all
thing,
thanks to them that I was
and
able
people
to
are gonna know
return
your
safely.
age. Oh, I play on PC,
prized
but if you
Ishin
went and
blade.
playing console,
Turned
you
weapon
were.
that controls
I just use the
human mind.
controller because I do enjoy console controls better than I
Considering
do
their
keyboard.
forging
To be honest.
philosophy, this was indeed
But my
within the
friend
realm
Sal
of
always gets mad at me because
possibility.
she's like, "Ugh," and
This
I'm
is
like,
a
"No, I'm
great
just
pity.
terrible at pushing
But I have
buttons."
some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really?
He's still
Is
alive.
he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live.
Oh, whoa! He's the miracle
And now
happened.
that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
Oh,
What's wrong, Kazuah? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
oh no! Don't do it.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to
Is it
fulfill
he
his
is saying
maker's
because
wish.
he's blonde, or is he saying
And he
because
assures
he's
me
like
that
really
he won't
like
use my body
strong?
for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
No.
Guess there's nothing
The
we can say to
decision is
change your mind,
yours.
huh?
I trust your judgment. Might as well.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
I mean, we can always just get like a priest and like exercise the sword.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything. You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness.
What did he do?
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come.
I hope that when we get this sword, that it comes with all its battle scars.
The Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind.
Oh no.
Kagotsurube.
Ah, damn it, I wanted his little
His
scars.
name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
After leaving the no,
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
oh,
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really, really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the
Oh, why are you
stubborn
using your little brother's
determination that
account?
blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
that's not good. Why are you taking their account? Are you being nosy? Are you being a nosy brother? Too dangerous, if you ask me. The remnants of defeating gods are nothing to scoff at, I guess.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations.
Sure.
Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Yeah.
Oh, Kazuah.
What are we talking about again?
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Thank you.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about
It's
the findings
Luna.
of our
Hi, Luna.
investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
We're almost done here, and then I'm probably gonna leave and like after this is settled. Where do I go? Okay. But don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back later today with Sal, and we will probably continue Fontaine together. If not, probably the chasm. Yeah. Whatever.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved.
What were we
Though
doing
this was a
again?
treacherous investigation indeed. We're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Well, he shouldn't. He
You
was
should knock
possessed.
your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaedehara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaedehara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and
Oh.
Sangonomiya.
How do I
That would not
pronounce
suit me.
your
You
name?
misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
Zurko? Zurko?
I am aware,
Zen?
but I still
I mean, I know
desire to
Zen's, but
continue walking my own
Zurko?
path.
Very well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never
I
raised.
reached it. I knew it was gonna take 2
However,
hours. That's
if you
why
should
I
ever
did
change
it.
your
I was like,
mind
I
or
gotta,
find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance, please do
I
not
gotta
hesitate to
stream,
inform me.
and it has to be within 2
Great.
hours.
Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuah?
Good to know that you slept through most of it.
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for
Okay,
now.
I'll call you Zen.
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Oh, that's good. Do show when you have time. I have finished.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida.
Oh, we did need to do this one. We don't have to do another one.
More questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else?
Wait, wait, let her talk.
And as for your brother, whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
I don't want to talk to her, but okay. We'll talk to her another day, because I am done. I'm gonna go back to my tree. Alright. Alright, I will do Novelet afterwards then. But yeah. Yeah, no, I bet. I think I've seen people give some reactions to it, but yeah. Alright. That's it for this stream. I gotta go do some stuff. I will be back later in a few hours. Like what? About 5 hours. In about 5 hours I'll be back. And we will hopefully be able to do the Fontaine one. Not, we're definitely jumping into the chasm. Maybe we'll do Wanderers instead, so that way I can like at least get him as boss. Oh, but thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in 5 hours. Hopefully, maybe 6. Who knows? Bye.